a classic sperm whale tooth engraved by a sailor's hand. In this case, it's Edward Burdett, one of the most famous of all scrimshanders, who was a Nantucketer.
Okay.
And this is actually a gift of the Friends of the NHA.
Wow.
It shows a whaling scene. You've got several sperm whales breaching and being pursued by the hunters in the whale boats. This one, in this case, you can actually see the man thrusting the lance into the sperm whale to kill it. And this is just a classic Nantucket scrimshaw tooth.
And what year do we think?
This is from the 20s.
Okay.
This Burdett was, Edward Burdett and Frederick Myrick were two of the most famous scrimshanders and two of the earliest American scrimshanders, both Nantucketers, of course.
Right.
And we have quite a few of their pieces in the museum. Come down and take a look at them. We also have a portrait of one of the ships that Burdett was on, the Pacific, shown in a storm off Cape Verde. So we have a lot of really related things to see.
And what's engraved on the back?
This is a really amazing piece, mainly because of the engraving by Burdett, but also it has this terrific inscription. It was given by Peter Folger Ewer, one of the more colorful Nantucketers of the golden age of whaling. He invented what were called the camels, which were...
You said that. I don't know what that is. Tell me.
They're a very peculiar kind of Nantucket invention.
Okay.
They were floating dry docks, which allowed the whale ships were having a tougher time getting over the Nantucket Bar.
Okay.
Which at times had 3-foot draft, 6-foot draft. It was really...
a big whaling ship coming in.
The sand was piling up. So it was a huge issue for the whaling industry. And this inventive man, Peter Ewer, invented what were called the camels, what he called the camels. And they were basically two dry docks that were chained together. The water was around a whale ship.
Okay.
The water was pumped out, and that raised the ship to allow it to get over the bar.
Oh, I see. I see.
The steamship would then tow it out of the harbor.
Interesting.
So,
the camels.
The camels.
Yeah.
It was kind of a great idea. It didn't really work out as a business, but
right. Yeah, all great ideas don't turn into businesses.
Yeah, unfortunately, after that, things really did shift over to New Bedford.
Because of the conditions of the harbor?
Largely because of the harbor. In '46, of course, you have the Great Fire, and you have the gold rush. A lot of Nantucketers, being, enterprising spirits, jumped on the gold rush bandwagon.
And left whaling behind.
And just left it behind.